What have I got here? I've got a button. I was going to sew it on. And here is a thread. But how appropriate. I was going this evening to take you on a journey to follow the thread between these two statues, Chephren and Henry Moore. It was a late and great Sir Ernst Gombrich who once said that there was a tradition that linked the art of today with that of the Nile Valley some 5,000 years ago. I want to explore that tradition and the influences which moved the sculptors over that period. I believe that there are three major influences, and each can be described in one word: money, power, religion. Money. John Ruskin said that there was no example of fine sculpture being produced by a country that was either torpid, weak, or in decadence. Power. I don't believe that you need go any further than ancient Egypt to see the influence that a powerful ruler has on the art of his country. Did you know that there are over 1,000 statues of Amenhotep III, a ruler who reigned in about 1335 BC, in existence today? And I bet you that the vast majority of those statues were commissioned by Amenhotep III himself. So whether it's a pharaoh in Egypt, Pericles in Athens, Caesar Augustus in Rome, or the popes, or the Medicis in Florence, or Francis I, or Louis XIV in France, the influence that these rulers have on the art of their time is enormous. Religion. You don't need me to tell you the importance of religion in art. It is, first of all, the subject that has taken up so much of art. And the Church has, over the centuries, dictated what art should be produced. At times it has dictated that no art should be produced. So money, power, religion. But why should we be looking at this? Why is it important? I believe that so many of us, we have a knowledge of individual artists. Michelangelo, Bernini, Rodin, Moore. They all stand like those statues on Easter Island, upright, with nothing in between. I believe we need to know what happens in between. I believe we need to have a base on which to put our knowledge. And possibly to be able to answer the question like, if Bernini had lived 100 years earlier, or 100 years later, how would he have sculpted? So, let us move, first of all, to Egypt. Lord Clarke, in his book Civilization, wrote that there were three moments in history when everything moved just that little bit faster and that little bit further than one might otherwise have expected. The first of these moments was in 3000 BC, both when culture and civilization came to Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, and the Nile Valley. In the Nile Valley, relative peace and wealth brought civilization and art. In 2550 BC, the pharaoh Chephren came to the throne. Herodotus, the Greek historian, said that he was cruel and vicious. He was the pharaoh who had built the Sphinx, the largest sculpture in the world, and whose face is meant to be that of his father Cheops. Cheops, whom Herodotus also said was mean and vicious, clearly a family heirloom. Cheops had put up the Great Pyramid, which you see behind the Sphinx. He put up this pyramid to be a gigantic stairway for his spirit to ascend to the stars when he died. For what happened to him when he died was all important. to a pharaoh. It was important for the pharaohs that not only should their body be preserved, but there should be a likeness that would live forever. Look at this statue of Chephren. It is not like the statue you will see in due course of Caesar Augustus in Rome, one which was there to show his majesty, his divinity, his power. This is a statue to show his body for the rest of time.